it is time to do some work on the POS Civic. I took it to the AutoZone the other day and got the codes ran and found out there's quite a bit wrong with it. Alright, what we're looking at here is the codes that showed up when I scanned the Civic. We've got rear bank number 1, system 2 rich, map sensor too high because the car's running rich, VTEC system failure, which I'm not 100% sure what's causing that. I don't think it's because the car's rich. The knock sensor circuit malfunction. I don't know if that could cause VTEC to go out. I don't know. Evap, blah blah blah. Okay, so what we're gonna do today to check off this list is switch out the evap like vent solenoid. Hopefully that helps the car not to run rich anymore. Basically the evap system in the car, what it does is recirculates exhaust fumes into the intake to be burned as gasoline, which helps with, excuse me, that helps with your gas mileage, that helps with the car not smelling like gasoline, and this car currently does smell like gasoline and does not have good gas mileage, so I'm gonna assume there's something wrong with it, and plus the code. But the other thing is fixing an evap system leak can help cause a more consistent idle, and I don't know if the car will do it for me today, but occasionally the idle's really bad, like constant revving, up, down, up, down. I'll see if I can get a video of that. We are. I don't know if you can hear that, but she's idling somewhat high right now. Let's see. Just to show some of these symptoms. Let's see exactly where. Yeah, not super high. 1200 RPMs. It'll find itself like idling anywhere from 15 to 2000 RPMs, like constantly revving up and down, which I believe is pretty confident sign that we have an evap issue if you did not have the code to read. Okay, for starters, I'm going to show you where to find your evap container. This right here is your charcoal container. It is what collects the gas fumes. This, I believe, is the vent solenoid, which we are replacing today. And this, I think, just connects to some vacuum lines that go off who knows where. I don't really know. But, yeah. I think I'm going to pull the battery to make this easier. I think I can just bend my intake out of the way. I don't know if I need to remove it. So, one moment. Step 1, remove the battery. I've got the negative disconnected already. Let's see, positive and negative disconnected. And should be able to just pull it right out. Might have to put the camera down for this. Boom! Battery is out of the way. As you can see now, we have access to the top of the charcoal canister very easily. I don't think I'm going to move my intake. I see people on YouTube removing their intake, but I don't see an issue. So now what I'm doing is I'm looking at the part I bought, making sure it looks like the part I'm about to replace. So here it is. And the part I'm about to replace looks about the same. Alright, let's go ahead and take it off. I'm gonna take this sensor connection off. Oh, look at that. The whole canister isn't even mounted to anything. Wow. Okay, again, I'm probably gonna have to put the camera down to do this, but just don't have the finger strength. 1 second. Okay, boom, got it disconnected. Now it looks like there's only 2 Phillips holding it on, one right there and one right there, if the camera will focus on it. Yeah, those look like the 2 Phillips that hold the sucker. I don't think I'm actually going to pull the canister itself out. I think I'm going to leave it where it's at and maybe try to mount it to the back of the firewall here, I guess the front, whatever you want to call it, so it's not just hanging out. Well, I decided to go ahead and pull the whole canister out of the car. The reason being, these dudes were stripping out and I just didn't have the leverage to hit them where they were, so I pulled it out so they'd be easier to get out without stripping and making a huge headache. Let's see. New part compared to old part. So, as I feared, these have proven to be pretty stripped out, so I've got the vice grips on them as tight as I can hold, or as tight as I can get it on there, and I'm going to try and break it loose now. Let's see. Will she turn? Oh yeah, she turns. Okay, now I just need the screwdriver.
Man, it's hard to wrench and hold a camera. This sucks. Just trying to show you guys what it looks like coming off.
And just like that, the new part is installed. The car is running. I'm still waiting to see if it has as much of an idle issue. It seems like it's revving up right now. Let's see. It's trying. It's trying. It may or may not have fixed the problem. Jeez, man, I really gotta figure out this oil leak soon. She's bleeding bad. So far, it seems like the idle's a little better, honestly. We'll see. I'll drive it around a little bit. Alright, well, it has been a couple weeks since I changed the evap canister purge solenoid or whatever it was. In reflection, I should have taken more videos because I kind of jumped to it being completed, but the car does seem to run a little bit better. It does seem to smell like gas a little bit less, and it does seem to get slightly better gas mileage. There is a lot wrong with that car still, though, and a lot of vacuum lines that are unplugged, a lot of oil leaks, and right now it will not rev past 5,000 RPM. So I still have a lot to figure out on that car, but the evap canister purge solenoid repair did seem to help it overall on how it runs. So, yeah, stay tuned.